EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Finds us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitor's sideline is Seahawks head coach Mike Macdonald. He's got his defense playing well. They enter this one coming off the shutout in the win a week ago. On the other side, it's the Falcons head coach Raheem Morris. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olsen here in the booth. And we are underway here in Atlanta. Jamal Agnew now to return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. They get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today. They've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
On second down, here's Penix. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's going to be third down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He's got it! And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Now Penix on third and long. This one's just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And that'll set up fourth down. So on fourth down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is Darnold. Smith-Njibba left side, he's got it. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 30.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That is to the rookie, Torrey Horton. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Here's first and 10.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 40.
We'll go play action with Darnold. Downfield, he's got Horton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Straight ahead, it's Walker. He'll take this down to the 23. Root O'Rororo there on the tackle.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Open, left side is Barner. A gain of 11 on that one. It's first down, Seattle.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
It is brought in the end zone. Cooper Kupp, touchdown Seahawks. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Agnew on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Plant. It's Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
13 yards on the play. And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. No chance at all. He'll go down. Byron Murphy getting home to drop him. He's up to a dozen sacks now on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Penix now off the bootleg. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Arnold Ebiketie in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. On 3rd and long, here's Darnold.
I don't have any real advanced analysis for this one, Mike. I mean, I think the simplest way to categorize it is this possession has been a disaster.
This is taken at his own 30. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson. And the Falcon offense set for their next drive. As we give you a look at the league's leaders in receiving touchdowns, you can see he's second best among NFL running backs at this point in the year. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. With that, I'll only give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game.
2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Seahawks football beginning this second quarter as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into the hands of his tight end, Barner. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
Looking down the field there. Ball's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
We got set.
Darnold to the air once more. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
No return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On play action, Penix. Oh, the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And the defense signaling safety here. The official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
So now that's 2 consecutive plays where they end up going backwards. So a sack, a negative run. The biggest thing you have to avoid in the NFL are these negative plays, because now it puts all of the pressure on a 3rd and pass situation. And when a defense can play you one-dimensional, it is a big challenge for any offense. This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got them backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
That's taken on this side of midfield. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And his numbers this season, eye-popping in a lot of categories. Let's just show you one. He is the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
We go set. Set.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Here's Walker to the 5-yard line.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal.
We go set.
They'll go with him again. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jackson, Smith-Njibba. Touchdown, Seattle.
And it really just comes down to the protection. You're sitting there 3rd and goal. You have to give your quarterback the opportunity, Mike, to work through all of his progressions, and you need time to do it. Then it just comes down to making the right read. Touchdown.
Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over.
Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score, as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10.
Ain't with my type activity, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many should I see? Send them all. Take a risk and take a trip. You know I'm tricky.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he slips through an opening. He winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Penix. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic 1st down.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther.
From the gun, here is Penix. He's got room to roam. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. And we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. That is caught side of the end zone. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Falcons 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he's going to take this all the way back. 94 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
Myers, good on the extra point, and the Seahawks will take a 21-7 lead.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over first.
The Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. It is 2nd and 6. To throw is Penix. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
And the Falcons first down.
Throwing is Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. He'll step up and run. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Pitts is the man in motion. On 3rd down, Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On 2nd down, Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. 3rd and long.
Let's go now. 60.
Here's Penix. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And now it's fourth down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Seahawks head coach Mike Macdonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Second down and 3. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he's going to take this past the 45. And that's good enough for a first down. Now a timeout signal for them, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Seahawks first down.
So a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
16 more yards.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you now to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. The calendar now reads December. The holiday season is upon us, and the playoff picture starting to take shape. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. At Ford Field in Detroit, the Lions at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And it's one of the most dangerous playmakers in the NFL, Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to get the carry here, and look at him go. Why don't we go over to Charm City now, check in on the Ravens as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And look who's getting involved in the passing game, Derrick Henry. He's a weapon in the run game. He's a weapon in the passing game. Look at him go. 75 yards this one goes. The catch and run for the score. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Jonathan Taylor. He's going to take this one in for the touchdown, number 14 on the season. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go. The second half is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Outright, Smith-Njibba has it. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Here's Darnold. Smith-Njibba has it on that out route. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
To throw again is Darnold. It's complete. He's got Huff. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
That's good.
And with the yardage picked up on that last throw, that's going to move him over 4,000 yards passing for the season. Even in today's age of offense, still a meaningful number for quarterbacks and not an easy plateau to reach. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. That is caught downfield by Cup. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Well, they hook up again. Second time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. Now Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Seattle.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Quick throw here is complete. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got first and goal. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. And this spectacular season continues. Now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number very few backs have reached in the history of the NFL. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will extend this third-quarter lead.
Falcons 7. Michael Penix to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
Go!
You're going to go play action with Penix. Right side, catch made by McLeod. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now the lefty Penix on first down. That's caught. Right side, it's London. The attack is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll throw on first down with Penix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Like, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Looking to throw, it's Penix. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Boye Mafe. He gets in yet again. That's now 3 sacks for him in this one. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
60 Bison, 60
From the gun, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball,
it's going to be blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on downs.
So they clearly have a beat on this kicking unit. Now there's 2 ways to do it. They either have a tip on the long snapper or the holder. But either way, in this case, they're able to time the snap count perfectly, gain an advantage on the outside, and come away with a huge block.
The throw on first down is Darnold. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a great example of why the premium players in this league on defense, Mike, they're the guys that impact the passing game, whether that's defensive backs or guys that can defend at a high level, but especially pass rushers, because even though he doesn't get the sack, it's the pressure that leads to the bad throw that leads to the incompletion.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Forced to his right. He'll try to run for it. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. They get 21 on that one. First down, Seattle.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. James Pierce in on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up second.
It is 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20.
A gain of 10 yards.
1st and 10.
And the Seahawks, first down. It's a gain of 10.
Here's Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Now Darnold. Moving to his right. Taking off. He'll try to get there. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From 6 yards out, it's first and goal. Walker now gets us going here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
We'll go play action with Darnold. That one, take it in. Corey Horton. Touchdown, Seahawks. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
The career is more at stake when you in your prime. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind.
Dixon to kick
It's
off
like
for Seattle.
always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over.
Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
First down.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
They run it here with Robinson. They'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They get the center, David Andrews that time.
Still second down.
Now Penix to throw on set. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Tyrese Knight getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
Been a largely largely forgettable performance from this offense up until this point, Mike. I mean, these sacks, they just continue to stop so many of their drives throughout the entire game. And then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the fourth quarter.
This pressure is relentless. They get him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to fourth and very long.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game. And I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
Here we go, sack.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here, second and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep, going to Cup. And the Falcons will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
Even though that interception, it probably won't have much of an impact on the outcome of the game, but at least defensively it gives them something positive to build off of, because up until that point, this game's been a struggle.
Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. London brought in motion. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
Now Penix on third and long. That run taken in by London. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. They'll bring up fourth down.
This is a great example here, Mike, of just the value and the importance teams place on first and second down. Teams call them early downs, where it's not just live and die by third down anymore. Those days are kind of over. You have to stay ahead of the change. You have to stay efficient on first and second down. If not, you end up in third and a mile, and even after that nice pickup, still brings up fourth down.
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snap.
Huff brings it in left side. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball.
In trouble, and down he goes. The rookie from Georgia, Jalen Walker. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. Taken at the 19. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
From the gun, here is Penix. To the right, that's Penix. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. This one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
And really the story of the day for this offense, Mike, is it's just been far too many self-inflicted wounds. You're not going to overcome being reckless with the ball, inconsistent with the passing game, and beat teams in the NFL. It's just not going to happen, and the bad day at the office just continues.
Seahawks head coach Mike McDonald there. His guys head back out for their next possession. And this team continues to just win football games, well on their way to another victory here. The conversation is real. 17-0 can be seen on the horizon. Darnold to throw on 1st down. There's a short one taken in by Barner. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
When you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
34-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing, Darnold. Pass is completed to Cup. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
This defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy all game long. Comes through again there with a nice conversion to bring up 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
That's on the former 9th overall pick, Charles Cross.
Still second down.
Side.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll locate Cup. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes.
Loss of 6 yards. And it's 4th down.
So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December, as they continue to be the #1 team in all of football. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.